What's going on? Hey, Mom. Hey, Pennington, Garden Life. What's going on? Hey, Dallas. Hey, Linda from Michigan. Hey, Ken. How are you, Ken? David Scott, how are you doing? Crystal Creek Farm, what's going on? Kiss my grass. Good evening, everyone. Sue Plummer from Maryland. Just wanted to jump on here. We haven't been on this live stream here for probably like a month or so. It seems like the last time we were on, we were at like 5,000 subscribers. I think that's when we were on last. Pennington says, is it still so hot there? Today it was actually in the 80s, so we got a little cool down. It rained like pretty much all day, but it was nice because it was below 90 for once. Rebecca Davis from Missouri. Ken says, I'm doing good. I have audio, but only see your Hidden Heights Farm logo on the screen. Not sure about that, Ken. You might leave and come back. What's going on, Coy Roberts? Rob Thompson, how are you doing? Mojo's doing good. He's still not staying in the pasture with the goats yet, but we're still in the process of training him, so just got to be patient. Hey, Dottie from Maine. '73 in Vermont. Yeah, I think it was like 86 here in Oklahoma. '71 in Texas when I left for work this afternoon. Awesome break from the heat. Yeah, you got that right, William. Big difference. Mo Homesteading, what's going on? Dallas, tell your mom I said hi too. Kiss My Grass says, I'm staying in. I have bronchitis. Eee, that ain't fun. Better take care of that. Andrew Rogers, hey, Kevin and Rachel and kids, please share some rain with your Texas friends down here. Yeah, we got 3 inches overnight, and we needed it. Everything look good now, Ken? Audio and video both? Yes, guys. Sue says, don't forget to smash that thumbs up, that like button. Patrick Sullivan, Mojo, a good dog. Yeah, he's doing good so far. He's not staying in the pasture with the goats, but that's fine. He hopefully will learn here in time. David, autumn is coming fast. I'm ready for fall. That's my favorite time of the year. The only problem is here in Oklahoma, when fall time comes, you don't get to enjoy it very long because it seems like winter is just right around the corner and it don't last very long. Mo Homesteading says, I'm tired of rain. That's for sure. Hey, what kind of dehydrator do you guys have? I know a random question, but I need to get one. Both the ones we have 2 different ones. They're the same manufacturer, and they are made by Nesco, Nescoe, I believe. We've had one for like 10 years. They both work really good. Sonny Clark, 64 degrees in Michigan. Luann Bosler, hello. I just started watching your channel. I have pygmy goats, only 4. I am from PA. Thanks for joining us, Luann. I'm glad to have you here. Hey, Bonnie, how are you doing? Sue says 47 in here, but only 3 likes. Yeah, guys, hit that thumbs up if you get a chance, please. Felika Sampson, good evening, Kevin and Rachel. Rachel's still outside. She's out there playing with Mojo, I think, or Skeeter. We just went and fed real quick. Tomorrow, we got a big day planned. We're going to be butchering some quail. So hopefully we can get a video out on that. We're going to have the kids out there with us. I don't know if they're going to help too much, but they're going to get to watch the process of it. They got to see these eggs hatch and see the transition of the baby quail to they're actually laying eggs now, but we're just going to butcher the boys. Lazy Sea Homestead, did you get enough rain? We got a lot down here in Weber's Falls. Yeah, I think we got 3 inches overnight. Starting to fill the ponds back up, and if we can get the ponds filled up by fall time, they'll usually last all winter because they don't evaporate so fast like they do in the prime of the summertime here. Joe says a harvest-made dehydrator is a good one too. So we got 2 different kinds of the Nesco dehydrators. One of them has an actual temperature setting where you can dial it down from like 95 up to like 155. And the other one just, it's on or off, and that's it. So it's nice to have one that you can adjust the temperature on. That way, if you're doing meat or doing vegetables, you can kind of change it up a little bit. Mark Palmer, hey mate, freezing in Australia. You guys are in winter, I think, right? Barb, hello to my favorites, Homestead from Green, Ohio. What's going on, Barb? Lauren Phelps, it's raining in North Carolina. You're probably getting the storm we got last night, I imagine. Hey, Linda Lee. I learned of your channel from Arms Family. I just love Daniel and Houston. Loving Ivy Farm says, wonder how good quail would taste in my rotisserie. Oh man, I bet that'd be excellent in a rotisserie. Chicken's awesome, but quail even tastes better than chicken, in my opinion. What's going on, Wall Street Homestead? Glad to see everybody in here. Like I said earlier, for those of you that just coming in, we haven't been on live stream here in probably over a month. Mo Homesteading, I have always just used the oven, but seriously need to pick one. I appreciate the input, everyone. Yeah, dehydrators are way easier to use than the oven. Uh-oh, I got someone's peeking over my shoulder here.
Because I was playing Minecraft.
Yeah, your hair's a mess. Francisco says, hey, raining in Mexico.
Yeah, also rained today too.
Yeah, it did rain pretty much all day.
Mm-hmm. But not all.
Sonny Clark, gotta go. I'll be waiting for your video tomorrow with the quail. Thanks for stopping in, Sonny.
Bye.
Rob says, do you get a lot of snow where you are? Not really, Rob. The last 10 years, we haven't hardly got any snow. Loving Ivy Farm. I love your Spanish goats, but how is the young Kiko Buck doing with his ladies? Me and Rachel was just out there just like 30 minutes ago. And I don't know if he's got them bred or not, but he's not chasing them right now. So I don't know if they're not in anymore or if he did the job already. Only time will tell. Hopefully he did, but he's still kind of young and he's not full grown. So those does are quite a bit bigger than him. Yeah, our garden's still producing, but man, it's been so hot the last month that it's on its last leg and starting to kind of dry out. Been getting plenty of water and everything to all the garden plants, but it's just the temperatures are so hot it's starting to take toll on all the plants. Kiss my grass. Mojo's doing good. He goes over to the pygmy pasture with us, but he doesn't stay in there still. He's still jumping out, but he is getting more used to being here. He's barking more at things at night, like if a deer or anything comes around. He's starting to patrol our farm a little more, which he's not inside the pasture, but he's kind of patrolling outside of it a little more. He's getting a little more braver. So hopefully, if we just keep working with him, hopefully he will bond with the goats. And maybe it might have to wait until some of the goats have kids before he'll bond with them. I don't know. Mo homesteading. So the question is, do they stop chasing when they feel like they have accomplished the task? Usually they will stay with that doe. A buck will chase that doe for a day or two while they're in and ready to breed. And once that female doesn't have that scent or whatever anymore, that buck will kind of just move on to the next one. SoCal's 97. Hello from California. I have a home in southern Oklahoma, but can't quit my job just yet. Going to visit wife and doggos next week. Hope it stays cool until then. I think it's supposed to. Loving Ivy Farm. He's not seasoned enough. He's just a little young buck that's trying to have fun. He's not grown enough to mount those does. They're pretty much quite a bit bigger than him. Lisa Roberts, hello from Oklahoma. Hey, Lisa. Janet DeBat, hi from Massachusetts. I also watch Daniel and found you also Dutch. I enjoy your vlogs. You and Rachel look like you have a lot of fun. I'm not a homestead, but enjoy it anyways. Well, we appreciate that, and thank you for watching, Janet. Linda, Kaya's name is Kyah. Thank you, Bonnie. Mojo is a beautiful dog. Rachel trimmed him up and gave him a hair, or kind of brushed him, gave him a little haircut. I don't know if I have a video out on that yet. It should be posting any time, I think. Paula says, I really feel like Mo will be one of the great ones. Just hang strong. Yeah, it just takes a little patience and time. Jay says, dang it, I'm always late to these. I'm from the Ozarks. I guess I'm just slow, huh? Hey, Jay, it's okay. We're just getting started. Thanks for stopping in. Homestead Dad, what's going on? Sue Plummer, Jeanette, I'm the same as you, not a homestead, but I love the videos. If he does start rubbing on the fence by your Spanish buck, then most likely they are still open. Yeah, you're right. A lot of these does, the little Kiko buck was trying to breed them, and they didn't really want no part of him. And the does would go straight to the fence where the Spanish buck was. They knew he was more mature, and they were really trying hard to get into that pen with him. But I wanted to give this little Kiko a chance because I know that they'll throw some pretty colors if we can get him to breed some of those Kiko nannies. Andrea says, When we get our farm set up, I'd like to start our goat pack with a couple of your Spanish goats. Good idea, Andra. Nancy, hi from Illinois. Thanks for stopping by, Nancy. Lazy C Homestead, what kind of soil did you use in your raised beds? We are thinking about building some next year. So we did a whole mix of it's called a super soil, and it's a bunch of ingredients, and I'd have to look at the list, and I don't have it with me, but man, it's done really great for us on these raised beds. I'm really glad we did the raised beds this year. Homestead Dad, just getting in from Mo. I need to get the kids to bed, but I wanted to stop by quick. Thanks for stopping by, Homestead Dad. We appreciate it. Guys, for those of you that just came in, I say we, I'm the only one on here right now. I just wanted to get on here because I haven't been on in over a month, and the last time we were on, that's when we hit 5,000 subscribers, and right now we're up to 7,500. So it's been crazy. The last month we picked up like 2,500 subscribers. So thank you guys so much for all of you sharing our videos and just helping us get the word out there. It's been great, and we couldn't do it without all you guys. So we appreciate it. Hey Jay, thanks for those kind words. We appreciate that. Yeah, Mo hasn't even tried to run off. You know, he kind of goes to the edge of our property, and you know, if in the middle of the night, I don't know if it's raccoons or what it is, deer. He's been chasing stuff off almost every night. Him and Daisy are not bonded as well, so when I go feed Daisy, he kind of goes with me to the fence, and they do their little growling at each other. So it's going to take time. The only thing that I do know is he has bonded real well with Skeeter, which is our inside dog. And that's good because we don't have to worry about letting Skeeter out and him become a little snack for Mo.
I'm posting a whole bunch of stuff on our Facebook.
Yeah, Rachel took a bunch of pictures this evening while we were outside feeding. She's going to post a bunch of stuff to Facebook here in just a minute. Yeah, Nancy, there's always trolls popping in here. I don't think I have anyone that's a moderator in here yet. Dan says, are meat goats the best type for your area of the United States? I wouldn't say that. We just like the meat goats because we don't have time to raise dairy goats and milk them every day since me and Rachel both work full time. And the meat goats help keep our pastures cleaned off and all the shrubs and brush cleaned up where I don't have to brush hog. So for this area right here where we live, the meat goats do seem to do a lot better, and a lot of people buy them to eat. So Tina says, hello from Oregon. Love your channel. We just put our Kiko buck with our gals. Oh, the lovely smell of goat romance. Yeah, you got that right. Yeah. You planning on joining Good Simple Living and Homesteading's second live at 8:30? I didn't know that they were going live. Everyone, please hit the thumbs up, says Kiss My Grass. Thank you, Kiss My Grass. I forget to remind people to hit that thumbs up. Homestead Dad said, before I go, everyone smash that like button. It really helps out channels. Have a great night. Thank you, guys. Mo Homesteading, we are happy to support you. I'm glad you have done so well. Thank you, Mo Homesteading. Hey, Mystic Tiger, how are you? Tanya Egan, hey, Kevin, saying hello from mid-Michigan. Beth Jarvis from Virginia. What's going on, guys? Thank you all for stopping in here. Skinner's Farms. Love the videos. Keep them up. And congratulations on the 5,000 subs. Thanks, Skinner's. Yeah, Paula, I usually have some moderators in here, but I just did a last minute live thing here on this Friday night. I didn't even let anybody know or a heads up. Milk goats take a little more time, yeah, especially if you want to do it right for the highest yield. Just like a dairy cow, you got to milk them twice a day, in the morning and in the evening. And I go to work pretty early, so it would be hard. And then Rachel goes to work early in the morning as well as taking the kids to school. And by the time we get home and do the other chores, we don't feel like milking goats. We've done it in the past because Kaya was allergic to baby formula and cow's milk, but I don't want to do it again. Yes, Nancy, that is Bumblebee Junction Super Soil Mix that we use. Hey, Rachel, hoping you'll be able to do some fall recipes in the next few months. Can't wait. Thank you for stopping in, Joe Henning. Robert Jones was in watching Alan Jackson. What did I miss? You haven't missed nothing yet. Francisco Silver, me and my wife enjoy your videos. All of your animals look so happy. That's our idea of a good farm. Still a dream for us, but working for it. Congrats for your subscribers. Thanks, Francisco. Don't give up on your dreams or goals. You can do anything. It just might take a little time, but just don't give up. Loving Ivy Farm. He normally I take Friday off watching live streams, but saw yours. So I had to come in and say hi. We appreciate it, Loving. Thanks. A more, have the chickens been nesting in the back pasture anymore? No, they've kind of taken a break from laying, but the ones that are laying are just laying in the nesting boxes. So it's been going pretty good. Show Cows 11, hi. Julie, I learned so much from your channel. Thank you very much. Thank you, Julie, and thanks for watching. Skinner Farms, what do you do for a living? I am a network engineer for a power company. That's my occupation. Kid, does it help to watch the ads along with the thumbs up? Don't know much about this stuff. Yeah, if you guys watch the ads, Kid was asking if it helps to watch the ads. It does. That's how Google makes their money, from all the viewers watching the ads, and that's how they pay the YouTube creators or the channels. And we just got a $9.99 super chat from Tina Howe, and she says, "You and your family are amazing. I've been watching you since you've had less than 500. Now look at you. Congratulations on growing. You're my favorite channel to watch." Wow, Tina, thank you so much. You don't know how much we appreciate that, and mostly appreciate the kind words, and appreciate you staying with us this whole time. That's awesome to hear from you. Thank you. Paula says the payoff to the viewer does go up with ads, comments, and ratings. Yeah, I mean, if people didn't watch the ads, if YouTube or Google didn't put ads on here, they wouldn't. A lot of people probably wouldn't make videos or have YouTube channels, because that is the only way that I know of that Google or YouTube makes their money, to pay the creators to put up new content and to keep the channels going. Robert Jones, that's what I'm doing this weekend, hauling equipment for AJ. Watched a few songs and then came back to the truck. Oh, you're a truck driver for Alan Jackson. I think so. Robert, he was just in what was that? Rogers, Arkansas, a couple weeks ago. That's not too far from us at all. Was you there in Rogers?
We want to come hang out with Alan Jackson.
Yeah, bring Alan Jackson to our house.
We'll send him home.
Nadia, I think I'm saying your name right. If I'm not, I apologize. Nadia says, my favorite channel to watch. Thank you, Nadia. Appreciate that. Kiss My Grass Acres. I love your channel. It's relaxing and you feel like part of the family. Thank you, Kiss My Grass. We appreciate that. Daryl Campbell, hello from Florida. What's going on, Daryl? It's a little late for you guys on the East Coast. Nah, not really. It ain't even 10 yet. So does everybody still have a garden going, or is yours about dried up like ours is? We're still getting tomatoes and cucumbers, and we got our second coming of squash and zucchini that's just starting to put on a little bit of little baby zucchinis and squash. So hopefully squash bugs don't come back before it starts getting cold.
Her name is Nadia,
Nadia? My bad.
I think.
Yeah, I'm not very good at pronouncing names, so if I say your name wrong, don't be mad at me. Bodar Kikos, what's going on, buddy? He says, we need some of y'all's rain. Yeah, I wish we could share it because we know what it's like to go through the droughts, especially when you're trying to raise animals. It's not too fun. So one project that I haven't really talked about too much is we're trying to save up some money to get a bulldozer in here and knock down some more of this trees and brush and all this that we have so we can open up some more pasture. We don't want to get rid of all our trees, but we got way too many. And if we could knock some down and clear some pasture, we'd have a lot more grazing area for our goats, which, you know, they really love the trees a lot, but we got way too many.
You got some you need to pick out.
Do what?
You got some comments you need to.
I can't. I don't see them.
Neil Mann.
Yeah, a bunch of idiots. Sorry about all these bad comments that are popping up here. I'm trying to remove them as they come, but it's hard enough to keep up with this chat. Nancy says, my garden was attacked by every bug in the country. That's no good when that happens, but it happens. It seems like all the time. Tasha, hi all. Everybody has gotten some of that good old rain that we've got today. Everybody sure does need it for them gardens and pastures. Hi, Kevin and family. How are you doing tonight? We're doing good, Tasha. Thank you for stopping by. Lazy C, ours is about dried up. My peppers and green beans are doing awesome, though. We did the wicking tubs for the first time this year, and they didn't do too great. It seems like the wicking tubs have been hit and miss. Some has done really well, and some didn't. Even Daniel, you know, that's where a lot of people got them from his friend Leon. Even Daniel was hit and miss. I think he had some really good self-wicking tubs, and some of them didn't do very well at all. Tanya says, goodbye, Neil. Yeah, I tried to block him. Andrew Roger says, Daniel can set you up with Great Plains Kubota. Man, I wish I was closer to Daniel, and I would I'd be bringing some of that equipment up here all the time. There's nothing in this area that rents out anything like he's been showing on his channel. Cheryl Turner, are you seeing any mountain lions? Love you and your family been watching since. Cheryl, no, the latest mountain lion sighting was about 10 miles from here. And it was actually right by Dutch's house, like less than a half a mile. And I haven't heard anything in over a month. So hopefully that mountain lion went on down the road because they could wipe a goat herd out pretty quick. Guys, sorry I'm missing some of your comments here, and then I got one from my granddad. Looking good. Love you, granddad. Love you too. Thanks for watching. Mystic Tiger, you need moderators.
You don't let me help Mystic Tire.
You're not even on the live stream, so
I am too. I'm watching it right
you're
now.
not on the video.
While I'm watching the
Do you like to elk hunt? We have amazing elk hunting here. If you ever want to come in Oregon, we would love to have you at our elk camp. You buy your tags and we will take care of everything else. Well, Tina, I would say I love to elk hunt, but you have to draw out here in Oklahoma. There's small herds on some wildlife management that the state kind of manages, and you have to draw out and get a tag, and they only do like 7 or 8 per location a year. And I've tried for the last 4 or 5 years, so I've never got to elk hunt, but it's something I want to do. One day I want to really take a trip to Colorado or somewhere up north and try to harvest an elk. That'd be awesome. Andrew just had a piece of equipment that cleared some of his land. Yeah, I watched that video. Daryl says, I've tried the wicking tubs for 3 years. I've decided that how does it depends on what you plant. Man, I don't know where all these trolls come from on here. Lazy C says a Seco Reynolds is in Muskogee, and I have all kinds of equipment. There is one in Tahlequah, but I can't remember the name. Thanks, Lazy C. I'll have to check them out. I don't know of any around like Pryor or Claremore that has any of the big equipment. Kiss my grass. I need to go. I'm having to be an octopus here. 4 things at once going on. That's okay, Kiss my grass. Just grow some more arms, and you can multitask a lot easier. JJD 1913. Hey, hope all is well. What's going on, JJD? Thanks for stopping by. Andrew Rogers, my hubby perked up on the elk hunt comment. Ha ha, squirrel. Yeah, I've eaten elk a few times, and it's wonderful. We actually. That's funny you say it because we had deer meat for dinner tonight. I was trying to clean out the freezer because we're going to butcher some quail tomorrow, and I had like 1 bag of backstrap from a buck I killed last year. So we went ahead and cooked that up this evening for dinner, and it was awesome. Loving Ivy Farm. With having 2 guardians, you should be lucky, and they will scare off predators with the barking. Yeah, you're right. I've lost a lot of sleep the last 2 weeks because Mojo has been really alert. If Daisy starts barking way off in the pasture where we can't hear her, then, well, Mojo starts barking as well. So they're actually working as a tag team, even though they're not in the same pasture. And the deer's been sneaking up. Before we got Mojo, the deer were sneaking up and eating all of our strawberry plants out of our raised bed garden. And now them things are already like this tall again with a lot of foliage on them because the deer aren't coming in our yard since we got Mojo. So even though he's not in there with the goats, he's still making his rounds on the perimeter of the fencing and stuff, marking his territory. So the coyote's really going to have to be brave to try to sneak in here now. Amor saw a bobcat in about 2005 near Rose, was totally shocked, did not believe my eyes. Amor, are you talking about a bobcat or a mountain lion? Because we see bobcats all the time around here, especially during deer season. Gwen Tucker, what's going on, Gwen Tucker? Velvet Reynolds, hello, and how are you doing today? Doing great, Velvet. Thank you guys for stopping by. Daryl Kimball, my friends are in Colorado elk hunting right now. Never been elk hunting, but that's something on my bucket list I want to do one day. Piney Haven, what's going on, Piney Haven? Glad to see you stop in. Tanya, Good night. All have a wonderful weekend. You too. Cheryl Turner, the best I've had is antelope. Never tried antelope. Hey Ken, I'm gonna make you a moderator. I know some other people want to be a moderator, but Ken's always been here since day one. I don't want to do too many moderators. And I know Ken will help me take care of all these trolls. Nothing against anybody else. Loving Ivy Farm. Would you say that goat's meat is very similar to deer meat? To me, it's kind of the same. I've only had it a few times. We haven't butchered a lot of our own goat. So my explanation of the goat meat that I have tried is a cross between venison, which is deer, and beef. It's really lean. It's a really lean meat, and the only way I've had it is all ground up, so it's really hard to say. Velvet says, I live in Colorado, and we had elk hamburger last night. Love it. Ken says, how are those quail eggs doing under the hen? Can you? Oh, man. So I got a story. I'll get to that in a minute, Ken. Let me read some of these comments real quick. So Mojo is doing good. I got here late. No notification. Yeah, Mystic Tiger, the notifications on YouTube don't always work that great. Mojo's doing, I'm going to say he's doing good. I'm not going to say he's doing great. He's bonded to our family. He's bonded with Skeeter. He's not staying in the pygmy goats pasture, but he's showing more interest every time we take him out there. When we feed the goats, we feed him too, or feed the chickens over there. He goes in there with us. He makes his rounds, marks his territory. He just don't stay in there very long.
He's Kevin's new pet and porch security.
Yeah, he's our new security for the back porch, I think. But he does stay on the front porch too. So thanks for stopping in, Tasha. All right, Randy says, I live in Locust Grove. Would like to talk to you about breeding 2 young boar goats. Don't say my phone number. All right, Randy, I'm going to try to save your email here. And I will try to, I'll send you an email. If I can. All right, Randy, I sent you an email, so you got my email address. Go ahead and reply with whatever you're wanting to ask me, if you don't mind. Loving Ivy Farm says, too many mods and the screen is all blue. Yeah, you're right. I've seen that problem a lot. If you get too many moderators all together in one live stream, it turns the whole comment section blue, it seems like. Carlene Thomas, I love watching your channel. You guys have great content. A and C boar goats watching from Cameron, West Virginia. Thank you, Carlene. Appreciate that. E. Fenton gave up TV. Who needs it when there's YouTube? Your channel is at the top of my list. Wow, you guys are full of awesome comments tonight. Thank you. Sue Plummer, I'm out of here. Everyone have a great night. Thank you for stopping in, Sue. Tina says, deer has a stronger game taste than goat. Goat is all how you cook it. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully soon we can butcher one of our goats. I don't know if we will this year. Because I think we're going to try to sell all the ones we have this year that we were going to get rid of. Gwen says, how's the baby goats doing? They're getting big. I haven't done an update on them here in a while. I need to do an update because they're getting big. Now when I go out to do a head count, I got to look twice because some of the babies are getting up there to the same size as their moms almost. Debbie Young, night. Have a great weekend. You too, Debbie. David Scott. Yeah, what is that? Sharon Spivey. Hello, everyone from Columbia, South Carolina. Wow. Ken, these trolls are just coming in left and right, I guess, aren't they? Good thing I made you a moderator. Love and Ivy Farm. I have heard great things about Spanish goats, and of course, I love my Kiko, but never had much luck with boar crosses. Big issue with parasites. I love my new Kikos, though. Same here with us. Love and Ivy. We had horrible experiences with the boar goats. We sold all the boar goats we had, and that's when we decided to go with the hair sheep. Wall Street, my wife, and love your channel and content. You take such good care of your animals and property. We try to pride ourselves in taking care of our animals and our property. We worked hard for everything we have, so thank you for noticing that. Yeah, Ken's been with us since we pretty much started getting back on making these YouTube channels. So like what, 4 years ago, Dutch started making some YouTube videos, and I started making some YouTube videos like 3 or 4 years ago. Nothing to go look for because it wasn't very exciting or anything. And then we started building the house, and it got real busy, and we kind of quit making the videos, and Dutch kept going. But now we're starting over. I think we've been doing it since February, and we are up to 7,500 subscribers, which is awesome. This is just another hat I had made up. My mom's asking me to show you guys this hat. Love and Ivy Farm. If anyone is new to goats, they have a video on goat medicine box that is really worth watching. Lots of good advice. Thank you for bringing it up, Love and Ivy. So Rachel and I did a video over pretty much all the essential things you would need if you're going to raise goats, either raising baby goats, raising mama goats that are fixing to have kids, raising goats in summer, raising goats in winter. We put a video out. It's in our goat playlist if you guys want to watch that, for anyone that has questions over like the med supplies and pretty much any supplies you need to have on hand when you're raising goats for the different type of circumstances. Andrew says, like the hat. Thank you, guys. I just made one because I didn't know how it was going to turn out, but I really like it, so I'll probably try to get some more colors maybe. Rachel don't like it too much for some reason. All right, Ken, so the quail eggs. Ken asked a while ago if the Banny hen that we put the quail eggs under is still setting on the quail eggs and how they're doing. Well, what was it, 3 nights ago? Monday night or Tuesday night? Anyhow, one night this week, Rachel and I was outside and we were collecting quail eggs and feeding the chickens and this and that over in the barn. Well, Rachel went in to get the chicken eggs, and she noticed that hen that was in the nesting box setting on the quail eggs that I snuck under her was dead. And I pulled that hen out, and her head was like all wet where something had tried to swallow her. Excuse me. And after further examination of her, we determined that a snake had tried to eat the Banny hen. You know, Banny hen is a good 3 or 4 pounds or so, and he tried to swallow her. And Rachel happened to look down on the ground and seen part of a snake skin. So we started looking a little bit, and we found another black snake, and he had ate most of those quail eggs and a couple of chicken eggs that was in the box. So none of this is on video, of course, because all the exciting stuff happens when you don't have a camera. But anyways, we were pretty upset because we had that Banny hen for a long time, and she has been a really good mom, and she's hatched out a lot of the Banny eggs for us and raised a lot of the Banny hens that we have now. So we were kind of upset to see her go. We were hoping to see her hatch out some of those quail eggs because I knew she would take care of them no matter what they looked like or how big they were. But the snake killed her, and he didn't even eat her. He just got her far enough down in his mouth and throat to suffocate her where she died. But I'm sure she died defending those eggs because she was a mean Banny.
We got an eye for an eye, though.
Yeah, eye for an eye.
No, you can't look like that. We killed the snake.
We did kill the snake. No more playing nice. After the baby bluebirds, after the quail, and then after this Banny hen and eating the rest of those eggs. Can't just keep relocating the snakes. Hey Rob, good night and thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it, buddy. David Scott, I was in Kentucky deer hunting and found a 6-foot black snake skin inside the camp. Oh man, we find those big black snake skins all the time, and it makes you look around and wonder where they actually are. Loving Ivy Farm asks, is Mojo allowed around the poultry house? I know my LGD hates snakes. Yeah, we let him all around the chickens because he don't bother the chickens, but he won't stay inside the pasture where the chickens and the goats are. Some of the chickens get out of the fence and they're in our backyard all over. They go over there by the Spanish goats barn, and Daisy chases them off. She don't like chickens, but yeah, Mojo's allowed around all the chicken pens and stuff, but he'd rather be around the house right now than stay guard out there around the chicken coop. Scott Newby, good evening. Just got in. What's going on, Scott? Hope you guys are doing good. Tina, have a great evening. Good night. Thanks for stopping in, Tina. Bobby Joe Mason, love your goats. They all look great. Thank you. Dalen Comas Perez, where are you from? We're from Northeast Oklahoma. JJD, you're right. We have actually killed a black snake that had a copperhead inside of it, but we got so many black snakes around here right now, and they keep killing all of our birds and our eggs. So Jojo in Vermont says, good. Glad your rain came in. How did the family? Mo will catch on. Give him some more time. Rachel said she put some new video up on our Hidden Heights Facebook page. If you guys if you guys have Facebook and you're not following us on Facebook, go look for Hidden Heights Farm and like our page, and you'll see some pictures and some video and stuff that don't always make it to the videos we post on YouTube. I know a lot of people don't like Facebook, but if you do, go check us out on there. Terry Butler, New Hampshire. Michelle, good evening, people. What's going on, Shell? David, another Vermonter in here. Yes, we did, Gwen. We got about 3 inches of rain since yesterday.
And lightning.
Yeah. So it's kind of quiet in the background. We don't have a TV. We don't have a satellite because, well, we had a pretty big storm roll in last night. And lightning hit our satellite dish and took out the satellite receiver. Again, this happened back in April when I posted the video of the lightning hitting our barn, but this time the lightning came in through the satellite dish, hit the DirecTV receiver, went through the HDMI cable, and got our TV, our main TV in our living room. So we don't have any TV or satellite right now, which it don't bother me none.
It does me.
That's me.
I'm missing Dog the Bounty Hunter.
What's going on, Douglas Lambert?
Can we watch Netflix?
No, the TV's broken. You can watch it on your tablet. Right.
Piney Haven, I think I got all your pages. Like, thank you, Piney, and thank you for sharing some of our posts on Facebook. That really helps us out when you do that, and we notice it, and we do want to let you know how much we do appreciate it, and thank you so much. Loving Ivy Farm. I have few guineas, and my chickens. Guineas will attack snakes and kill them if they can. Yeah, guineas can be pretty mean. I've actually seen them go after dogs and chase them all. Hey Kaya, will you get my blue cup and give me some water from the refrigerator, please? Hey Jeanette. Hi Kevin. Sad about the TV. Hope you all are well. Yeah, it's just something that happens. Can't fight Mother Nature when it starts lightning and everything. I'm just glad it didn't hit the barn again or kill any of our animals or us. Thank you. Sorry guys, my allergies are bothering me.
It's a toy you got in your mouth.
I don't chew. A lot of people comment on the video and think I got to chew in all the time because sometimes I stop and do that and swallow because my mouth gets real dry and my throat gets dry, but I don't chew. Shell says you get a lot of lightning damage. You know, we've lived here for like 14 years and we've never had lightning damage until this year. It's been crazy. SoCal says video idea for us newbies, what to look for and look out for when buying goats. That's been on my mind, SoCal. Hopefully we'll get something out here pretty quick about that. Scott says every storm with lightning gets my phone, internet box, and router. It's just where I live, I guess. Yeah, we live up on a hill, a rocky hill, and lightning is crazy up here. Piney, we had a little rain today. We need it. My pond is down about 4 feet. So I was talking to you guys about, we were trying to save up some money to get some of our property dozed. We got a lot of timber and woods, and a lot of it makes good firewood and stuff. And I'm going to use that for firewood because we have a wood stove. But a lot of it is like nuisance trees and stuff that you wouldn't want to burn in your house. So we're wanting to get that dozed and make some more room and do some more cross fencing for our goat pastures. Monica Freedom, hi from Kissimmee, Florida.
I think I want to move to Florida.
Yeah, I want a second house in Florida. Kaya.
I don't want to move there.
You don't want to move to the beach?
No.
Jeanette, I love your channel, Kevin. You care about your subscribers and your farm animals are well taken care of. Thank you for noticing that, Jeanette. Piney, I have to do more mowing in the pasture tomorrow, then maybe go to a river fest in my hometown to video. That'll be exciting. King snake was about a foot from me. Didn't even see it, but my mini Aussie went after it. I know it's not poisonous, but bites still hurt. Yeah, you can get a bad infection from snake bites. That mine?
Do you want some?
No, I'm not gonna eat it on camera.
No.
Kaya wants to share something with you guys.
Ice cream.
She got chocolate ice cream in a paper bowl.
That's how we
All right, that's
roll.
rude to eat in front of people.
I'm sorry.
Tell them about your ears.
Oh yeah, guys. My ears are really bad. They're infected.
You can't do that like that. You gotta come around. So Kaya's trying to show you her ears. She had some cheap Chinese earrings in just for a few days because school just started, so she put these earrings in,
And then
and they got really, really bad infected, and Rachel had to pull them out and doctor them, and Kaya had to go make a trip to the doctor to get antibiotics because they were so bad infected, and that was just for having them in a couple days. All right, that's good. Can't see it. I don't know if you can see that.
it's really bad.
I don't know if you guys can see that or not. That was Kaya's ear from having those earrings in just for a few days. That's how fast her ear. The doctor thinks she had an allergic reaction to it, and then having the cheap Chinese earrings, there's no telling what's in their metal. So it didn't do good with her ear. So we're gonna let them heal up, and then maybe sometime in the future, she wants them pierced again or whatever. We'll get some medical grade steel, gold or silver. So hopefully we don't have to worry about that again. Lazy C Homestead, thanks for introducing us to 918 Outdoors. We love the hog hunting. So 918 Outdoors is actually Rachel's cousin, and I go hog hunting with him here and there. He uses those hog dogs, and it's pretty fun here in Northeast Oklahoma, but it's really hot right now. And speaking of him, he's in here right now. What's going on, Austin? 918 Outdoors. Kaya is 7 years old. Jeanette C. I bought ice cream today from Highlands, French vanilla, and started eating it, and bam, it was spoiled or something. Tasted like rotten fish. Pray I don't get listeria. Eee. Oh my gosh. That's awful. Yeah, so no more cheap earrings in this house for Kaya. They're
Only diamonds for these.
yeah,
girls.
right. They're going in the trash. All the earrings we got that's not like gold or silver or sterling, whatever, stainless. Do what?
We're diamonds.
Or diamonds. You still have to have a good metal
Yeah,
studs.
gold. Silver and gold.
Cosley, hey, from Chandler, Oklahoma. What's going on? Another person from Oklahoma in here. Loving Ivy Farm. Hey, in Oklahoma, do you have issues with wild boar? Yes, there is a problem with the wild hogs all over Northeast Oklahoma for sure.
Don't go check out 918 Outdoors.
You not been paying attention? That's what I've been talking about.
Yes, I've been paying attention.
Cody Hadley, what up, Kevin? What's going on, Cody?
More of it.
Shell says made Oreo cookie frappes. Yum. Coz says I work at Highland. Laugh out loud. Coz, are you the one that sold them the rotten ice cream? I thought you guys had better quality management.
She needs a discount. She needs a refund.
You guys need to send her a whole truck of ice cream. Do you guys have Brahms where you guys live, like outside of Oklahoma? What's a good rifle to use? What are you trying to kill, Coz? It depends what you're shooting or what you're wanting to kill or whatever. Plus, I don't know if we're supposed to talk about that on YouTube. Harold Emery, hey Kevin, how you doing? Doing good, Harold. Thanks for stopping in. Douglas, Kevin, that was cool. You got Jerkface's son from Daniel Arms family. Yeah, hopefully he'll get these Kiko nannies bred. 918 Outdoors says tell Rachel get in the kitchen. Austin, she just now got out of the kitchen getting her and Kaya some ice cream. And you don't see me eating none, so.
Get in the kitchen.
Yeah. To cook or clean or whatever.
Tell Austin I don't
It's
know
your cousin. Lazy C Homestead, Brahms ice cream is the stuff. Brahms does have some pretty good ice cream. Except I don't know about all these weird fancy flavors they're always coming out with. I don't know why they can't just stick with the basics. Guys, I would like to answer your guys' question, but I don't know if I'm allowed to do that without getting in trouble by YouTube. Looks like I got a lot of people on here answering for me, and everything I'm seeing sounds good to me, so. Michelle, he has been chasing those nannies like crazy in past couple videos. Yeah, he's been chasing them. I don't know if he's got the job done for sure. Well, looky there, 918 Outdoors just gave us a $4.99 super chat. He must have been selling them hog tusk or something to come up with this money. Now, thanks 918 Outdoors, guys. 918 Outdoors is Rachel's cousin, and he's one of my good buddies. And he has a YouTube channel that he's trying to get going, and a lot of it is hog hunting. He raises dogs that he breeds and raises and uses them to catch these wild hogs that are being an invasive species here in Northeast Oklahoma. So he's actually doing all the farmers and just regular residential people a favor in a way, because these hogs roll in huge herds.
And they're causing lots of car wrecks.
Yeah, they cause a lot of car wrecks, but they'll come in and get in your front yard and just dig up your yard, getting acorns and worms and whatever. And you wake up the next morning, you got a huge mess. So people like him actually does everyone a favor by trying to get rid of some of these things. Francisco Silver says, my battery is dying. See you soon, Kevin. Thanks for stopping in. Guys, if you haven't hit that thumbs up, hit that thumbs up for me, if you will, please. Coz, I just bought 4 acres to raise goats, etc. Will be moved in a month or so. That's awesome. We like hearing stories of people. So I get all these stories of people wanting to make the jump from living in the city or not having very much property. Excuse me, which the amount of land or property you have does not matter. And Dutch tries to raise a lot of animals. He has land, but he tries to show you guys he can raise quail, he can raise hogs on just 1 acre or less, even way less, actually. And guys, it's true. You guys can raise chickens. You guys can do a lot of stuff. Even people living in the city with just backyards, you can do things if you want to be a little more self-sufficient. But hearing the stories like Coz just said, he just bought some land and they're waiting to move out there, that's awesome. Poppy's Funny Farm, have a good night, got to go bottle feed a few kids. Oh man, I don't miss doing that, Poppies. Piney Haven, hey 918 Outdoors, just visited and spread some love. Thank you, Piney Haven, for checking him out. Piney Haven, it's not how much land you have, but how you use the land you have. That is 100% accurate. Laura says, hello, Kevin, and hot lips plus the kids. What's going on, Laura? Suzanne Burns, I'm attempting tomatoes, peppers, pole beans. In my kitchen so far, I have 2 tomatoes. Exciting. That's awesome. Guys, once again, I'm sorry if I'm missing your comments. These things kind of roll through here and there a little quick sometimes, and I miss them, and I'm not trying to be rude. So if I miss your question, just repost it back up here, and I'll try to get it. And Loving says, Shell asked if you named Jerk Face's boy yet. So we've been calling him Jerkface Jr., and I was trying to think of a way to name it. What was I calling him? Jeffer? Jerkface Jr.? What was it?
Yeah.
JFF? No. JFJR, Jeffer, something like that. Pretty much we've just been calling him Jerkface Jr., so. Man, I don't know what's up with these trolls sneaking in here and saying stupid crap. I don't even know where they come from. 918 says, call him JJ. I don't know about that. JJ. I guess that works. Call him Junior. Junior. All right, what happened to the chats? They quit coming. There they come. Just don't call him late. Deborah. Hey, Kevin and Rachel. Laura says, not much. Raining here again. What's happening? Everything good. Chester Cheetah. Everything's going good so far, Chester. Surgical steel or gold earrings are the best when an allergy to metals. Yeah, I think that's the only way. It's going to be a while before she gets earrings to wear again, I'm sure.
They've had a rough week.
Co says, are you doing a rain catching system by chance? No, I would like to. I just have not had the time to set that up yet. But I have looked into it a little bit, but not yet. 918, is the Spanish buck feeling left out since you have the new buck? No, the Spanish buck has 11 does that has been coming in and out of heat, and he's been breeding some of them already. We were going to separate them and wait and let them have babies in hopefully the spring, but now we're going to have babies in January. He's been busy over there with the Spanish does, and he's also one of our big Kiko nannies would not leave him alone, just going back and forth up and down the fence. So I finally let her in a little corral with the Spanish buck, and it just took a couple minutes, and then I could put her back in the Kiko pen. He got the job done really quick. So one of our Kikos is bred to our Spanish buck.
Hercules. That's his name.
Libby Emma, hi. Deborah says, maybe get the hired help to work on the rain system. Haha, you're funny, Deborah. What hired help? Swim upstream. How many acres on your farm? We have 20 acres. Andrew, I need to get on the waiting list because you're going to have a ton of babies, I'm sure. Andrew, right now at this time, we're not selling any of our doe kids. We're still trying to build our herd up, but eventually we will have some. We got 4 bucks for sale right now. Those little baby bucks, they're weaned. They could be weaned right now. Their moms are pretty much weaned them off, and they're all eating grain. So I need to try to get them listed on Craigslist or something this weekend to try to get some of them sold. Co's, I got to go, but you and Arm's family got me sold on Spanish and Kiko. That's awesome. Shell, question may sound dumb, but what does goat meat taste like? I have never had it. Someone asked that same question earlier, and what I told them was goat meat is kind of like a cross between beef and venison. If you guys have ever eaten deer meat, it's a really lean red meat, and it's similar to beef, but it's really lean, so it's more like a deer meat, but it's kind of in between those two. Andrew, I will send a note when we get set up on the farm. Andrew Rogers, where did you say you were from again, or where's your farm going to be? Ann McCoy, hi from North Carolina. Lazy C says there was 4 more just as big, if not bigger. Wow. Jeanette, hey Kevin, did you ever check out My Self-Reliance with Sean James? No, I have not. Mom, why would you never want to try goat meat? How do you know? A lot of people in the world eat goat meat and don't eat beef. Yeah, eventually we're gonna butcher one of our goats, but the thing is with these Spanish goats is they are registered goats, so they're worth way more if we sell them than just butchering them and putting them in our freezer. But hopefully, if some of these Kikos have some little baby boys here next year, we'll keep some back and we'll get them butchered up and stick them in the freezer for sure. The Kikos get a little bigger as well. Desert Dog, what's going on? Desert Dog, I have not been ignoring you. I read your emails that you sent me, and I have not had time to sit down and give you a good reply back. I apologize. But howdy, howdy. By the way, tunas will be harvested this weekend. Oh, wow. Desert Dog, you been getting any rain? Andrew Rogers says, we are looking east of Dallas near Greenville, Texas, but I have relatives in Oklahoma, so I'm up there often. We have our eye on 150 acres in Wolf City, Texas. That's awesome, Andrew. Good luck with that. Hope it goes well. Have to sell our Rolette, Texas house first. Sean James is awesome. You would love his channel. Built his own cabin, an outdoor kitchen, Dutch oven, hunts fish, photography, so much built with no electric tools. Wow. He must have a lot of time on his hands. Love and Ivy Farm, exactly. I end up selling his breeding stock, so no freezer camp here. Yeah, it's hard to butcher a goat that you could sell for $300 or $400 or even more. But eventually we are going to butcher some of our own goats and get them stuck in the freezer. My freezers out in the shop are actually full of beehive frames. I bought some beehives off a guy a couple days ago and brought them home. And man, he had tons of comb built out frames. So I stuck them in the freezer so the wax moths and the hive beetles won't get to them. No rain in over 3 months. Oh, man. That'd be rough, Desert Dog. Ken, I don't know where all these trolls are coming from, but thank you for taking care of them. They just keep coming left and right, trying to leave bad comments in here. Deborah, nice to see everyone is okay. Got to run. Granddaughter needs feeding 2 months today. Congratulations, Deborah. Suzanne, I raise Dutch rabbits for meat. Rabbits are a good source of meat. I don't like rabbits. I don't like raising them. We've tried it here and there. I don't like raising them. I like eating them, but I don't like raising them at all. We're going to give this quail a shot. And for those of you that are just jumping on or just got on a little late, tomorrow we're going to have an actual quail processing day, freezer camp day. I think they're about 7 weeks old, 8 weeks old. They're just starting to lay eggs, but we got a lot of males. We're going to thin out some of the males. I'm probably going to leave 1 or 2, and we're going to butcher the rest, however many males we got. So everybody's wanting to know about Mojo. Jeanette says, have you put Mojo in with the goats yet? Yeah, he goes in there every day with us. We go in, feed him. We feed Mojo in the goat pen only. He'll lay around, go mark his territory, come back, lay around a little bit. But as soon as we walk out the gate and he thinks we're not watching, he goes and jumps out of the fence. So it's just going to be a little process. Hopefully he'll eventually pick it up and want to stay with the goats. As of right now, he's doing a better job making his perimeter rounds and pretty much chasing off everything outside of the pens. He's doing pretty good at that. He's been keeping me up here and there at night because, for example, 2 nights ago, Daisy was going crazy because some coyotes were howling somewhere down the road. There's a lot of land and woods around here, and Daisy was barking pretty bad at those coyotes. And then, of course, Mojo was barking as well, kind of backing her up. So he's actually doing good for our farm, even though he's not in the goat pen. Like I said earlier, the deer have been sneaking in, eating all of our strawberry plants out of our raised garden bed. And ever since we've had Mojo, they haven't stepped foot in our yard. He keeps everything chased off. Mojo is gorgeous. He is an awesome looking dog. And he even looks better now than what you guys have seen because Rachel spent all last Sunday morning or last Saturday morning one day trimming him up and giving him a haircut and brushing him for like hours, and he looks way better. You can tell he feels a lot better too. Laura says, spilled chip on the rug. Douglas Lambert, got to go later, Kevin. See you later, Doug. Thanks for stopping by. Robert Hermson, has it cooled off there yet? It was in the 90s. Tomorrow it's only going to get in the 80s, yeah, or 70s. Tomorrow it's supposed to be like in the 80s here, and that's pretty good for us because we're going to start processing these quail tomorrow sometime. We're going to have the kids with us. I don't know if I'm going to let them help too much, but they're going to be around to watch. They watch the whole process of us getting these eggs, hatching them, raising these quail up, and now they're going to watch the finish, which is processing the animal and putting them up in the freezer. That way they know the whole cycle of the life of the quail from, being an egg all the way to hatching to growing to being protein and meat for our family to eat. Love and Ivy. Well, since he can jump out, he can jump in. So if something does go around and get there, he can get in. Yeah, I have no doubt that if there was a coyote or something over here, he would probably jump the fence to go get him because, he acts like he's lazy and just wants to lay around on stuff. But, man, he does pay very well attention. If a goat makes a weird noise, don't think he isn't watching because he is. He's a very good dog. Smithston, we let our 12, 9, 8, and 2.5-year-old watch us do Cornish cross we have. Yeah, I think it's a good experience for kids to get to see that, especially if they're raised on a farm. Jerry Sanders, how would I help get rid of the trolls? What are moderators? YouTube is really making me mad. Jerry, I don't know where they're coming from. They're just popping up. I got Ken here as a moderator, and he's doing an awesome job. I don't know why they pop in and say the stupid stuff they do. I guess people have nothing better to do than just try to say bad stuff in front of everybody else. Del Surf, how will you take the heads off? I used scissors last time. I did mine. Didn't like the results. Del Surf, this is the first time we are processing quail. I've processed chickens and pheasants. I've never done quail. I'm going to try to give the scissors a try and see how that works. If not, then I'll just rip their heads off with my hands. But I think the scissors, I got a new pair of scissors and they're sharp, so hopefully that'll be the best way to dispatch of them. David says, going to have to shut windows, getting cold up here tonight. Man, I wish it had cooled down here. I'm ready. Coz is a little late to start my journey on YouTube with my new homestead. I'm 51 and always wanted to farm. What would be good name? Coz, I don't know, man. That's a name. Coming up with a name for your farm is pretty hard. It's something that you kind of got to do yourself, I think. Yeah, guys, sorry about these trolls. Ken's doing everything he can, and I am too. I don't know where they're coming from. I'm blocking every one of them that I can, and so is Ken, but they just keep coming from, I don't know. "918 says, do y'all clip? Clip what? What are you talking about? Do y'all clip your chickens' wings to keep them in? We let our chickens free range, and most of them don't. They've got like 4 acres over there where they're at, and only a handful get out of the actual fence. And the ones that do are mostly bannies, and they do all them things hunt all over the yard for bugs, and we don't have ticks at all, hardly in our yard or anything. But we don't clip their wings because if we did, they wouldn't be able to get away from predators. And we got a lot of hawks that like to soar around. So the bannies, they're pretty hardy though. Beth says, no TV, that would make me crazy. TV makes me crazy. I'd rather have the peace and quiet. Loving Ivy Farm. Back when I was a kid, I was horrified when my uncle did a roo with a hatchet, and everybody laughed when the body was chasing me around the yard. Yeah, I've seen that. That's pretty funny. It's gross, but Iona Phillips. Hello, how are you, Kevin? We're doing good, Iona. How are you doing? We clip our chicken wings because we have like 0.4 acres. They end up in the neighbor's yard. Yeah, a lot of people's been cutting the cord, I guess you could say, or getting rid of satellite or cable. Most people seem like they watch YouTube now. That's, if I have free time, that's what I'm doing, is watching YouTube or something like that. Always trying to learn new things. Robert Hermson, $1.99 super chat, and he says, you are my favorite channel. Robert, thank you so much for the super chat, and thank you even more for letting us know that you really like our channel and we are your favorite. That is awesome. Guys, if you guys didn't comment and get on these live streams and leave comments on our videos, it wouldn't even be worth doing, because that's the fun of it, is interacting with all the subscribers. I know I say that over and over, but that's the truth. It makes it fun showing you guys ways that we like to do things, and then you guys commenting back saying, yeah, that's the way we do it, or here, try this. This works better. There's always somebody out there that has a way of doing things that's always, easier or a better way than you might know how to do. So we like interacting with everybody on here. It makes it fun. Thanks again, Robert. We appreciate that, bud. Sorry, my voice is a little scratchy. My allergies have been bothering me here lately. Shell says, I love music, but I am big time movie watcher. The Shining is on in the background. I do live streams more than videos. I also make sure to watch the whole ad. Awesome, Smith. Thank you. Loving says, yeah, I don't clip wings because mine has 5 acres to roam. They need to hop to fly to get away, but smaller places would need to clip one side so they can't. Nancy says, thank you for update on your new dog. No problem. Jeanette, have you seen that Black Panther, Dutch Saw, whatever it is? It is actually a mountain lion, and no, I have not seen it. It's about 10 miles from us across a river, but I have seen it on the news, and I've seen pictures from people's security cameras and stuff. It's a big one for this area. Coz, how would you train a dog to watch your goats, and does it matter what kind of breed? Yeah, there's several different breeds, Coz, and most of it comes just natural to them. You know, if you can get a puppy that was born on a farm that has already been around goats since the day they were born, that makes it way easier. But a lot of it is instinct. Robert Hermson, I have a group of quail that I got. He said they are 4 months old, but they are not laying. What could be wrong? All right, Robert. So here's the number one thing on the quail. Chickens can free range, eat grass, bugs, whatever, and they'll lay eggs. In my experience and Dutch's experience, and I'm speaking on behalf of him, if you do not feed these quail like a very high amount of protein feed, which I'm going to say 28%, that's the feed we feed our quail, and they're laying tons of eggs. It makes a world of difference. If you start feeding your quail, and you might already do this, there might be something else going on, but from my experience, if you don't feed them that high protein, which is like 28% protein feed, the quail feed, then they usually will not lay, and if they do, they don't lay very much at all. And another thing, are you sure you got females? That's another thing to look at. David Scott, honey and a little jigger of whiskey will take care of throat, if not make you feel better. Yeah, you're right. I got some honey. I don't know if I got the whiskey. Yeah, that mountain lion is a scary deal because a lot of people are in that area where that mountain lion was. There's a lot of kids and even adults. Those mountain lions can kill people any size, very easily. You might be outside working in your yard and a mountain lion jump off your house or jump off out of a tree and grab you by the throat, and you're done. All right, guys. So I said, all right. So Lacey C says, thanks for visiting with us. We'll be sure to watch tomorrow. So we're going to be doing the butchering tomorrow, and we're going to film it and make a video. We're going to process the quail, but the video won't come out it'll probably come out next week, this next week. It won't come out tomorrow, just so I'm clear. I try to stay a few videos ahead. That way, if for some reason I can't make a video real quick, I have a little bit of a few days window to make a new video for content. We try to post a video every 48 hours here, every 2 days. Coz, do you bushcraft, camping a lot? No, we don't camp a lot. We don't have a lot of time to do a lot of camping. When you got a farm and you got animals, you got to pretty much be there all the time. Swim says, did you grow up on a farm? When did you get your own farm? No, I did not grow up on a farm. Me and Rachel started our farm probably in like 2005 or 6. See you later, 918 Outdoors. Thanks for stopping by. Jeanette says, I can't wait to see your uploads. She'll need to take dog for a nightly walk. Everyone have a wonderful evening. You too. Thank you, guys. All right, guys. So, like I said, we're going to do the quail butchering tomorrow, but the video will probably not come out till, it might come out later in the week or maybe not till next weekend. I got a couple other videos already done that are fixing to come out. And with that being said, a lot of people's leaving. I think I'm going to get off here too. It's getting late and we're going to have a full day tomorrow. We got several things to do. But thank you guys all for stopping in and chatting with me tonight. And thanks for your support. Like I said, we grew like 2,500 subscribers in a matter of like a month. We're up to 7,500. And we couldn't have done it without all your guys' help. If you are not following us on Facebook and you have a Facebook, please go check us out. Share our post. If you guys have Facebook, share our video links to some of our videos that you like on your Facebook pages, and that will help us out a ton as well. But my voice is getting weaker and weaker, so I'm going to get off here while I can still talk so I can do good in the video tomorrow, hopefully. But thank you guys so much. Ken, thank you so much for helping out with being a moderator and getting these trolls out of here. Hope everybody has a good weekend. Stay safe and stay cool, and we'll see you next time.